Oh, you're live, man. Hey, look, why is it reversed? Hey, gals, we're live right here in the Iron Skill Roasting. Got me guessing. Well, we're going to do some coffee roasting today. Oh, yeah. Hey, Google, can you turn on the stove light? Of course, I have everything connected to the Google. If you're listening at home, I hope my Google turns on your stove light. Not that you're listening at home. I mean, I can see how many people are watching it right now. It's 0, but that's because nobody knows this is what I'm doing. So that's cool. I'm drinking gin and juice. It's their sweet greens blend. It's a good way to start the day right there. Sweet greens. I guess it's the pineapple that gives it a little bit more sweetness. Honestly, I prefer the original green juice. It's not as sweet. I'm not a big fan of the sweet, so it doesn't bother me as much. All right, so today is the first day of big time coffee production. This is my 5-gallon roaster, and it is probably a good, probably a 15 or 20 gallon cooling box. Anyway, I'm not really going to talk much. I'm just going to start roasting because I got a lot to do. So I'll just talk while I do it. Let's see what our temp is. You can't see the computer screen, so over here I'm punching a computer screen so I can start to get an idea of what the temperature of my roaster is. I'm starting with first roast we're doing today is our our Surfside medium. And on that one, I'm going to use, like I said, you can't see this, but maybe at some point I can shift the screen. But I'm not going to do it now because if I turn the screen now, you won't be able to see. You won't be able to see the roasting as well, and I don't think you can see the roasting terribly good anyway. I'm going to work on that for future things. Anyway, so the program that I use to monitor the roast is called Artisan. It's Artisan Scope, I guess is its technical name, and I use it to keep track of. Ooh, that was nice. I use it to keep track of. There's a bean stuck right inside the burner. Not a terrible thing. It's just that eventually it'll start. Sometimes this happens. This is nothing. That's it's just when I get a little air in the line. There we go. There we got it. The bean didn't look like it was going to cause a problem, but it can happen where you get beans stuck in the burner. They catch on fire. It's not really that big of a deal, but it causes a bit more smoke. I don't really like a fire happening, so. So anyway, back to what I was talking about before. I use a program called Artisan Scope to monitor the roasting as I go. This was actually warmed up and ready to go, so we're just going to get started, and I'll talk about it as we go. We use Artisan Scope to keep track of our roast as it's going on. It's hard to see over the hood, but we have a couple of probes mounted on the inside of the pot, which keep track of roast temperature, bean temperature, and pot temperature. Both of which are significant during the roasting process. The thing that I look at more than anything is the bean temperature probe. The hot temperature probe, because it touches both the pot and the beans. It's hard to say how completely accurate that is. I mean, I think it's always going to be just a little higher. I use that to sort of monitor where the pot is before I think the beans are. But once we got the beans, and the only thing I really watch is the shape of the pot temperature curve, meaning I want to make sure its temperature doesn't necessarily get too high, or nor that the pot temperature dips down slow. It should just move at a slow, steady rate. And that's all I really care about, because it's increasing in temperature as the beans increase in temperature, and that should simply happen at a slow, steady rate. The other one is the bean temperature probe, and that would keep track of the temperature of the actual bean, which is a little dicier and more complicated. Because in those cases, technically speaking, it's not the temperature of the bean. Technically speaking, it is the temperature of the probe at the point of contact of the beans, and that's only a single point of contact of 5 or 6 different beans out of, probably 1,000 that are in the pot. It's rough. You get averages over time, and that's really that. So, anyway, it's, be interesting if somebody jumped in on me. I'm gonna live stream this bad boy all day. I got 2 hours of roasting here, maybe an hour and a half before I gotta take a break, and then we're gonna come back to our live stream this afternoon as I do some more roasting. I'm hoping in the hour and a half or so that I have right now, I'll be able to get at least all 3 of these done, plus 3 of the Bayside darts done. That's kind of what I'm hoping. But man, it's hard to say because he is burning some coffee. Holy cow, it's 5 times burning some coffee. Which, we knew was an inevitability. So I probably should have been better all along about just sort of just roasting it every day. But I was, now that I recognize my model up until this moment, and really even right now, as it turns out, that's what this is. But I had planned to do this today anyway, to try to build up some and connect to a lot more of it. But my model, sort of all along, has been to basically, I roast when I get an order. I want the coffee to be as fresh as possible, and so I consider the green coffee to be the product. That is my inventory, and I only turn it into something when somebody says, "Here, I want you to do something. I want you to give me something," and that's when I make the order. Right? So really, every single coffee batch that I make is custom ordered, except for my market batch. Because for those, I simply have to source the product. Otherwise, it's always been a custom order. I don't roast for store shelves until they place an order, until somebody says specifically give me coffee. Oh, my love, my love. Oh, no. It's time. And time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Only time. Oh, my darling, I've hungered for a lonely time, and time goes by so slowly, and how can you so much alone? No, no, no anymore. This song so high, damn, as I go along, only time of not knowing all the world through the song. And because I don't know how to bridge, I don't know how to get myself out of this. I'll say this is looking pretty good. Now, I love the first couple of batches always been great. As I let the pot get up to that really flexing heat and get up to a good temperature. And these beans are really hardy in the pot. Papua New Guinea is a really nice hardy bean. This is a blend, and I like to blend before I roast because the beans all kind of look the same. But I think when you blend after you roast, you still run the risk of not thoroughly mixing it, And partly it's because my mixes are kind of they're not even. But I think you get a better flavor out of the bean if you mix them before you roast. Because what you're allowing to happen is the flavors of all of them to come together in one big pot. It's not like, imagine like cooking a soup. You wouldn't I still agree that kind of do, but even the soup, has a whole bunch of stuff in it to give it flavor. So you wouldn't take a bowl of hot water, literally just hot water, and then separately have a bunch of vegetables and meat on the table, all raw, or maybe individually cooked, right? Vegetables already cooked and all that stuff, all sitting on the table, not flavored in, just into a bowl of stew, full of just plain hot water, and then you mix it together and eat it, which is what it was like. I forgot to hit the dry end button. I hit it. No, wait, I already have my production roast background, which is a very smooth background, and I like it a lot, and I'm not going to change it. So here's a beautiful roast. And this one will come really close to it, and that's do me just fun. right, now it's going to get really noisy because once we hit the first crack, which I kind of have at this point, I turn down the heat, and especially in the middle, on the medium. Now, if I was going dark, I'd probably keep that heat really high and just like push through that first crack, continue to try to push through hard. But in this case, I turn down the heat a little bit, and then when that happens, I got to turn on the fan because we're going to start producing smoke. So this right now would be considered what probably like a cinnamon roast. If I took this off, this would be a cinnamon roast, super lightly roasted. Very juicy, probably highly acidic. Specialty coffee roast love this, and that's how that would probably come up right now. I don't like that kind of coffee, so I can go it. I want my coffee to hit it's going to be on the lighter side of coffee. You know, like the Romelia that I do for one of my customers has this Costa Rican Romelia that he really likes. And when he orders it, I roast it really light for his pour over. I'm going to ask him what he wants to use it for. He likes pour over. Oh my God, I know exactly what I'm going to bring from him. Single origin Ethiopia that my brother-in-law brought back to me from Ethiopia. We were with that for Don. What I'm looking for is to drop them at about 4. I'm going to start lowering the heat now so they really ease in a little bit into that last little bit of temperature rise. And this is when it's probably really interesting smoke. What I'm really looking for is for them to hit about 4, somewhere around the 15.5-minute mark. I think I'm getting pretty close. We're almost done with that first crack. You hear all the beans really starting to roll now. And that's what I look for. I look for all the beans sort of getting almost all the way through my first crack. So this is the point at which I have to use super strength. Not really. I mean, the first time I did it was really hard. Alright, now, at 390, I'm going to start turning off some heat here and let it really just ease itself up. So I want this last little bit to be nice and good. Really just sort of like when you cook a steak. This last bit to me is like the resting period, you know? Let it ease in. It'll still have a little bit of roasting to do when I drop it on the pan. For the medium roast, which is what this one is, it is specifically designed to be a lighter body flavor in direct contrast to the dark roast, which is designed specifically to be a chocolatey roller coffee. So this one you have sort of a smooth, nutty creaminess to it, a little bit of chocolate involved in that PNG and the sweet that everybody likes. All right, sorry about that. Oops. Not too much. All right. Now, because this is production, I don't want to waste time. Watching those beats, going straight into the next batch. First, I gotta run a little drill that on my laptop, on my old computer, which was my old system, which was a Mac. I had this down, this system down pretty good. I gotta head back. We're back. My roasting headband. Okay, that was not what I wanted at all. Oh well, we're gonna hold the beans into the floor. All right. We just fucking vacuumed the other day too. Why I have this kind of floor here. You inevitably spill coffee beans on the floor when you roast coffee, and I realized how unsafe the floor is when that happens. The best thing I figured to do is I got this flooring. It's actually made for barn. It's gonna work really well. When I clean it off, I do a rubber mat hole in it. Floor where you usually see it. It's like a 3x3 mat. It's got holes all in it, so the beans fall in the holes, and then you still walk on top of the rubber mat. It's not the easiest thing in the world to clean up, but you do it once a week or so, and if it gets really bad, you can bring the vacuum and put the vacuum up. All right, one down. You good? Keep it up. That's weird. I'm looking at myself. That's share. One watching. That's me. I'm watching myself. frightful, and both fire is so delightful. So if the snow can't go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Finally, it's good now. I hate going out. Sometimes this stove really annoys me. Well, it's got this annoying air hissing sound that happens sometimes, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it because yeah, it's annoying as heck. But I don't have any other way of dealing with it. So, whoops. I'm still watching myself. I have to turn it off, otherwise. Now we're in the start. Yeah, it's going to be annoying because it's going to make this sort of hissing sound all the way through, but I don't think the air flows that. Yeah, it annoys me when I have them. I don't think I'm getting optimal flow rate through that. So, like those built on radio while I was.
Adventure, the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator, yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Lincoln Mutual Assurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut, Lincoln Jackpot. Following is an accounting, unofficial but very payable, my expenditures during investigation, also unofficial, of the Harold Brandon matter. Expense account item 1, $250.67, transportation incidentals, Hartford to Los Angeles, with the 2-acre Bel Air estate of the prominent coupon surfer, Mr. Harold Brandon. I presented my investigation to the circle of me who answered the door, professor to a portrait gallery, and he really needs a sheriff. Mr. Brandon was bent over his morning paper and sitting gracefully. He looked up at me with the same scowl I had seen on the front page. He said, "There, are you serving for police?" And I said, "I'm certainly not. What do you do?" All right. Insurance investigation. Suppose you think I can't pay my next payment. Mr. Brandon, we have no doubt as to your credit rating. Much more important matter. You, Uncle? No way. No. Now, what is it important matter? Your life. I understand that it's been an attempt. That's my own. Especially my own. It's adequate for this. Your company is worried about my life. I'm really not. There you go. You'll understand. I'm only interested in your welfare unofficially. The company takes no preventive action in any sort. Whenever it's a stranger Jack Clark instead of the heart doctor, I'm here to tell the fact that there's no service. Unofficially or officially, I'm well taken care of. No. That's it. All right. Long trip. Yes, it was. That was a little early. If anything hard. All right. An army of surgeons rushed out and tried to look at me. I was obviously the legal suspect, and we lied to each other that attempt to share the news. But nobody bothered to call one a hospital and two a police. Finally, one big guy, obviously a bodyguard, threw everybody but the officer terrorist and tramped him down. If I go back to the board and someone's doing it, it's not practicing in the United States, I'm prepared to exchange information. Yeah, that's mighty generous. I'll tell you later. No. Nothing at all, nothing I can go back and say, Mr. Helmer, I had my eyes open. That's usually John. But still, I wish I was free. In a minute, you're going to work. No matter. Shut up, didn't you? Agree with the gun. A thin whiff of blue smoke. Look, you can make up the rest as you go along. Now, if you're excuse me, I got a
close. 90, just about past that 396, so I'm gonna feel part of the heat. Put the key in here in that last 30 seconds. That's still under. Means that now we're at the point where they are producing and generating their own heat. That probably wasn't very Drop the beans. Drop the beans. All right. You're ready for the next batch. All right, enough production then. Slow speed. That's the deal right there. So again, I know you get thousands of you watching from normal by watching a man turn beans in a can. You can't see this now, but how important it is. The temperature is really climbing rapidly. I'm waiting for the feed temperature to get close to 370. Then we'll be ready to go. We got a lot of minutes. So. I need water. Stop. All right, stop right up to me.
Maybe I better do it.
No, no. I've got to talk to somebody. No.
1,150,000. You didn't have any plans.
No. Not a somebody. You could call me one end or the other for somebody to say a nice word about him. The closer you live with him, the more you hate him.
Pretty clever, yes, if I never did it.
There wasn't one person. It was the whole city, the whole world. Everybody got together and said, we got to do it. And they hired somebody to do it.
Take it easy.
Don't call me Mrs. Sanders. Please. Please don't have any friends.
1,150,000.
Oh, Mom, I couldn't have any.
Where can I find life?
Otherwise, we get through there. Come on,
Rent account item 2, taxi service at Village High Hotel in North Hollywood. 4 tan kids dancing in and out of the Christmas tent. I walked to the last department to the right and knocked. I knocked again. And the third time inside the door. Locked. Through the late church. Through the pocket. I had loud favors. 4 red dots. Each investigation. Bullet holes, quick work of the face, others in the drill of raw, that is an arrow time. The sergeant who found them grabbed the nearest chair, propped his feet up on a stool, and settled down for a long day's sleep.
Oh, my God. Around here again. Darling, you must know how much I miss you. You must know how much I love you. You let me take you to there. All right.
Everywhere these days, you don't find them giving her anything. I gathered that Lila was the other woman. He didn't have time to do it, and I was good at right up to 20 minutes. Yeah, I had to. Somebody hasn't heard. I don't get it.
Well, I'm busy right now. Just going to. I don't think you will. Jesse's Frederica missing problem. We wondered if Miss Winnick was going to be down today. She hasn't been down since last week before it hit. Tim's been quite a charitable girl, so there's a lot of time to time off.
Jesse's Frederica. See you later, Lieutenant.
Now, where you going?
Well, I think I've heard that name somewhere before. I'm going up another blind alley. If I pick up anything, I'll give you a ring. Rent account item 3, $4.90. Masturbation valet at the Jesse's Frederica Rescue on Main Street. Now that the mystery was doubled, I thought it wise to follow up every enterprise the two late lovers had in common. The driver let me out in front of the store with a Jesse's Frederica mission. Everyone welcome, painted on the window and door. I walked into the place, past little groups of sullen men sipping their coffee and finished up. There was a room labeled Waiting Here. An abrupt young man, nappily dressed, motioned me into an inner office and closed the door behind me. I was all alone, except for a smiling old lady. $9, I'm sure I'm busy. Well, this morning,
I think I down here and have a thing because it's been much more than 30 years ago.
oh, this, but I'm not here for that.
I'm sorry, I was tired. Anything?
You're not as bad.
I just want to have a talk with
I'm an insurance.
Oh, you are crazy.
Long time. Are you Mr. Frederick? Yes, Mr. Frederick. Do you know of Miss Lila Wayne? Mr. Harold signed the motion to on your board. I know. I got that really, Mr. Frederick. Good. I'm an insurance man. If I could stay here for a while, I might be able to learn something before.
That's the worst pickup line I've ever heard, Johnny. Oh, shit. You live in 79. Able to pick up a speed.
Found myself in a lot of confusion. Men made even more helpless by police in their own case. I hung around the rest of the day listening to their stories. Toward evening, I found myself reliving an immaculate experience with a little white-haired troublesome guy who was shocked.
You kidding. Started going up in the morning. I never took my eyes off that sheet. It was flying like a bird. Yes, I tell you, I couldn't believe it. I was so excited, and I couldn't tell much of mine. You'll see this one. I told you this looks pretty good, huh, Tom? That's why I was here. It'll be all right. 2.4, my friend, and I wouldn't be sitting out here, I'll tell you that.
Didn't make it, huh?
Oh, not worry, not again someday. And we'll get it once we get again. Okay, I know a man, he was much worse off than I. He had nothing up, and he knows the world. And he keeps back and makes up thinking focus on the whole issue. Take the hurt of it. Sure. Still a reason. Harold Crandall.
Did you look?
No, of course, he was so disappointed. He made up for the market.
Nice guy.
Great. He was a very nice man. He drunk sometimes, but kind. He was good heart. When you pick up that woman, you feel her too. You knew that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, when they took up together, I knew she said it.
He didn't.
Well, it's the other way around there.
No, it wasn't that way either.
You know.
Yeah. I always heard he wasn't very well liked.
Oh, he had lots better. See that fellow over there? No, the one moving against the wall. The one with the round furniture? He Oh, this is a really big thing. That's his why.
What's his name?
And it's very kind You go to the front. And then big thing out of his book and sit down the floor.
I guess Anderson was only his last name.
Oh, well, he hadn't done anything to do. But that is one thing that he did. And he didn't work anyway. He got young, too. I don't remember.
Well, that's interesting, man.
Well, I got That was about 15 beans right there. Let's see how much we got out of it. I think I have too much stuff way up.
just a 15% weight loss. And exactly what I was hoping for. Oh my God. Maybe don't talk sweet. That's all I need. I know that you love me. Got nothing on her mind. Every time you hold me, I just wanna cheer. Let's hear it for the boy. Let's hear it for your hand. Let's hear it for me. My loved one right here. Alright. I'm sure you're ready for a doctor's appointment. So, that's all we're going to do this morning. We'll come back to our last few later on this afternoon if you care to return. So many people watching this. Somebody's watching. I can't tell who's watching. Can I see who's watching? Well, all right. Thanks for watching. If that's you, Kevin, thanks. Bye.